Can't you see I'm busy?
What the fuck you smiling at?
The friendly inhabitants of Pacifica. This is actually a good one for photo opportunities. If you ever get an NPC that's doing this, like taking a picture of themselves, you can make it look as if they are the ones taking a picture of you. I think these are like one of my favorite things to find an NPC doing is taking a picture of themselves, like with stuff like this in the background. So I will snap a shot right here. Welcome. This is Cyberpunk 2077. I'm biased. Love makes you blind. I've already kind of mentioned this in multiple videos in the past that I love the game. I love what it has. I love what it will become. I know CDPR are not going to abandon it. They are the sole developers, manufacturers, distributors, producers, publishers. They're not just going to let this thing go. So if you have joined one of my videos before, and if you haven't already, please hit the like, the subscribe. I'm primarily a discussion. I'm primarily a talker. I'll definitely play a lot of the game, and I'll definitely answer any questions that you ask. I will stop what I'm doing playing. I'm just not going to play blindly and not listen to people. So please make a conversation. Ask me some questions. I've got like 7 pages of ideas and things that I've pushed out to CDPR. I'm constantly watching Pavel's live plays of Cyberpunk. So please create a discussion. Jump down in the comment section. Tell me games that you'd like to see me stream. If I have them in my collection, I'll go ahead and stream them. And if I don't have them in my collection, I'll wait for them to go cheap on the store. But again, this is like one of those things that I enjoy the most. I probably have the most videos about Cyberpunk NPC fashion, and I think I'm up to like episode number 26 of that. Go check those out if that's something that you care about. It's really just me taking pictures of NPCs and their fashion, and that's really just the ones that are fashionable. Like there's thousands upon thousands of, I wouldn't say upon thousands, but thousands of NPCs, and I've mostly just looked at ones that have decent fashion, not like the homeless individuals, not like all the voodoos and not all the gangs, but just the fashion. But anyway, I like it when an NPC is trying to take a picture of themselves. Now, obviously, she doesn't have a camera in her hand, but I like to jump up on one of these NPCs, and it makes the NPCs look as if they're taking a picture with V because they just met V. V's popular, right? Street cred's up. It would be cool if the NPCs noticed where your street cred level was at, and then they like wave you down and say, "Hey, come here, take a picture with us." Sort of like that one mission that you have with the Us Cracks band, and they go in and they say, "Hey, come here, take a picture with us." They get into a pose. That would be cool. Like NPCs notice V because V's street cred has gotten to such a high level that everybody knows who V is, and they see V. It's like, "Oh, that's V. That's that mercenary. Hey, V, come on over here." And then like you get close to them, and then they'll get into a pose and give you this photo op. But anyway, so I do like it when this happens. I'll jump up. Obviously, she was just trying to take a selfie, so I'm going to go take a picture with her. Like that. I don't think I want the background, so I think this is sufficient. I'll probably bring the depth of field. Yeah, I'll leave that on. I'll probably bring the lighting up just a little bit. Exposure, probably give me a little bit more lighting. Alright, I think that's good. Right there. Probably a little bit up so her eyes look like she's looking at the camera. Bam. Probably get that elbow out of there. Wish I could get that elbow off to the left. A little bit closer. I think that's a good one right there. Bam. Photo opportunity. Alright, NPC, it was nice to meet you. I hope you enjoy the photo. Alright, so we are going over to the GIM, the gym, where all the monsters are at. We're trying to do a job for Placide. so that Placide will give us an audience with Brigitte. Yeah, like I haven't even taken. Again, I'm an NPC. I like the photo mode. I've been taking pictures of like that girl that was up there. She's still there taking selfies of herself. But those kinds of fashion, there's probably just as many photos that I've taken of fashionable versus the, grunge look, and then all the gangs. I haven't done like a focused gang. There's so many NPCs and a lot of character on each and every one of them. All right, so I don't have my double jump ability. Go ahead and bring my car in here. If a car can auto drive itself to you, why can't I hit like, let's just say I went into my map and I went over here to my destination, and I tracked that job. So I'm tracking it now, right? Now I have a path via road to travel. I'm in my vehicle. If my vehicle can auto drive to where I'm at, why can't I now tell my vehicle to auto drive to that location? And then while I'm doing that, I can, I don't know, especially if I was in, it'd be nice to be inside the vehicle and then maybe checking my phone, calling people, etc. The the driving point of view in first person is not great for every vehicle. This one has decent view, but I've mentioned in a previous video that some of the long hoods or the long fronts of the vehicle take up half the screen, and you cannot see if there's a vehicle in front of you. So I'm constantly driving around like this. For a game that prides itself on being first person, you can't really get around in first person driving. The Mai and motorcycles are the best first person view vehicles. And then there's a couple that are like this one that has decent view. Alright, I'm going to adjust. I'm not sure. I'm using a different mic as my other headphone charges. So I'm not sure about the audio. Bring it's down here. Try to keep these in the 40. Car radio volume, probably bring down to 40. Dialogue volume 50. Music volume probably in the 30 to 35. 30s on this as well. I should do.
Yeah, my people. Talk with them. UV.
That's a constant thing this game does, and I'm not sure why. Well, I know why, but really why. Uh, I cannot drive this vehicle into NPCs that I need to talk to. But what if you could? What if I ran into these guys and now the mission that I'm doing is unavailable for the next day? It's like, come back tomorrow. You just slammed into the people that you need to. That might protect the player. It's like, oh, I just ran into him and now I got to wait for another day. But I mean, you can pass time on your own, so it's not that big a deal. But it would lend itself to a little bit more of this player do whatever you want kind of thing. The details in these vehicles is impressive. Anyway, let's go talk to these guys. Who are you? You should introduce yourself first. Voodoo Boy Malfini. Voodoo. What does Malfini mean? Malfini. Anyway, we'll check that later. There. Let's see. What you got? Guess I gotta back up and then go talk to him again. Where's the prompt at? Looks like we got another game breaking bug here. So I want to talk to this guy. He's the guy I want to talk to. It's got a prompt there, but I'm not getting the talking prompt anymore. Oh, there it is. Nope, still not. Oh, there it is. It was a weird bug. Alright, apparently you guys know the way in.
Know the way in? Just told you would. Yeah, garage in the back. But shh, quietly, yeah? Anything interesting happen over there? Since we are here, all quiet. No one in? No one out? Well, they went out for supplies once.
Alright, so the gym is a monster territory. At least right now it is.
Get to work.
I think I'm going to go in blazing this time. Usually I go in all tactical-like. Not this time. See, I'm forced to get out of the vehicle.
Okay, I'm in.
I see. You come in. Check it.
Right.
Going in hot.
I know that I called it up.
It even worked.
Be silent.
This place is
Besides, you
abandoned
want
years
to
ago.
cut you off. Now it is done. I want you to stay out. Quickly. They come in.
I feel like I do get more of a kickback on the shotguns, as you should when you're close to an enemy, versus trying to get a kickback when you're far, so that makes sense. I think I was getting to a point where I was like, why isn't the shotgun pushing enemies back? And it's really, you got to almost be up on their butt. You're going to let me in. I'm in Terminator mode. I've got one mod on that does extra kickback, or one perk. Ooh, shoot his legs. Oh, hammer girl. I'm going to take that hammer of yours. I want to keep my shotgun. I want to take the hammer. This reminds me of Mass Effect. Charge. Oh, I took off side of his face. That took off his head. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Meds. Did I take off his arm? I took off his arm. Oh yeah, for people who don't think that environments get destroyed. took off his head too. Smashed the side of his head.
I ain't meant to die. Not now. Make him fucking pay.
That's a pretty good amount of them. That was enjoyable. Where you at? I got that guy still. Alright, increase my annihilation, which helps with my shotguns. And got a perk. 1 point and 2 perks. I feel like the perks and attribute points have gone up. Like a reward for focusing on those things has gone up. Alright, we're going to pick up a bunch of loot. I watched a video recently, and I don't remember who it was, that mentioned the game has too much loot, or that they feel like they are forced to pick up loot. The way that they said it didn't make sense to me. They said something along the lines of, I feel like the game is in a constant loop of loot, for lack of verbatim for what they said. And like they were opposed to the game providing them loot, or I guess that loop of going into an area, taking out bad guys, and then picking up what they leave behind was a negative thing. And that might be like, again, I pick up loot for the crafting, so when I pick up, and I know that there probably needs to be a fix for, and I know there's one for the PC, like there's some valuable loot up here that is considered junk to the game, and if you get a specific perk, and I'll show you which one that is in character, technical, crafting, auto, it's like an auto scrap. Yeah, so scrapper junk items are automatically disassembled, and that's junk items. But there are some junk items that have some value to them, and if you automatically junk them, then you don't get the money for them. So I am primarily a loot junk pickup artist. That, again, I'll do a quick scan to see if there's anything I can pick up. And they still need to fix these things to where, like, there's a icon here that says I can pick this up, but I can't pick it up. That was a patch note for one of the hot fixes that they said that they had fixed that, but there's still a couple that are still not working. Some of them have gotten fixed, but there's still lingering ones. But again, I'll pick up junk items all the time. I'll pick up pretty much everything. I use it for the crafting. I use it for the money. I'll pick up every weapon. I'll wait until I'm completely weighed down by all the increase in inventory, then go sell it, scrap it, so that I can have what I need. That is one thing that I'd like to see fixed for the shards. I wish that the shards, if I've already picked them up, would be grayed out or a different color, so that I know, like, hey, I don't need to re-pick up those. It would be nice if I could get something for them, like if I already used them, or if I've already read them, then I can scrap the actual shard itself. That would make, yeah, see, like this one I can't pick up. I don't know if I can shoot it off of there. Or hammer it off. Yeah, it's... Alright, anyway. I've played this scenario multiple times, and this is the first time I've gone full out. Like, Terminator style, because again, I'm focusing on a different play style with Annihilation. These things should totally be drivable. See, there's another one. It's like I can't pick it up. Yeah, like all this, somebody had said the beginning of the game where you're rescuing the agent from the bathtub with Jackie, and you go in. It's like the first mission, right? And that room is completely destructible. And then they say you never see that again in the game. Like all this shrapnel is stuff that happened while we were like this entire thing has crumbled because of the fight that we had. Like the environments are still destructible. I don't know why. Most comments that I've seen are people that don't really play the game for very long. They just find whatever doesn't work. And it's like shooting walls. Like some people will go around and find a place that doesn't register bullet shots, and then call that, like, I don't think this registers bullet shots. Yeah, so they'll go over and they'll go, look at that. Game doesn't leave bullet shots anywhere. But they won't, check somewhere else that does register bullet shots. They'll just go, yep, game doesn't register bullet shots. And it is kind of silly why that doesn't. But they won't look at anything else. They won't shoot at anything else. They won't try to destroy anything else to watch things fall apart, to see the differences on how bullets. Yeah, see, here's one. They'll only show, look, bullets don't work. Bullets don't work. Then they won't shoot at the things that do work. That's what's called a forced perspective. Do I think it needs to be fixed? Yes. Do I like that when I shoot? There's like certain things that if you shoot, like look at that, destructible. Destructible. I wish I could shoot off more arms. There are some that you can disassemble, and I think that might be with a katana. Did you know that if you kill a specific enemy and they're associated with a gang, or even if they're associated with a gang and you destroy them, their little care package of the stuff that's left behind will be themed based on their gang or their affiliation. Did you know that? All right, don't forget to take out these guys to get street cred. I'm going to go over to inventory. I'm going to change this hammer to my pistol. Or actually, let's katana these guys. I don't even know what this is. One-handed club. I think I've ever used that thing. This was the club I got from Fingers. Yeah, see, I'm getting some cred for the ones that are down. I don't like how it's all the way at the top. Like, I can barely see the top of it. Alright, so she is still... Gotta get that street cred. Alright, I'm going to switch to a katana. Go take care of stragglers. I think I can dismember. Sometimes I can dismember. I can't always dismember, but there are instances to where you can dismember fallen enemies. But then there's sometimes where you can't, so I'm not quite sure when it decides. anybody ever watches this and wants to know what my thoughts are on not being able to drink the bottles of alcohol and whatnot that you collect in the world, like these bottles are 3D. I've been given 3D models, but I can't consume them from my inventory with the animation. Like I'd like to be able to, sort of like this. See, I'm able to heal myself with an animation of me healing myself. Why can't I do the same thing with drinks? Like if I went in here and I went in my inventory and then I went down here to my backpack, I went over here to my consumables. Like I have a 21st Stout. So here I've got two of these. I've got Churrasco, so I'm going to use it. All right, so I've consumed it. Just now I've consumed it, right? But I can see how I've got a little bit of a wobble there. There's no, from what I understand, there's no benefit to drinking alcohol. It reduces your movement, it reduces your accuracy. But if you consumed it and you got points for taking out enemies while you're consumed, like your street cred, or I don't know, you become a drunken master, perk, I don't know, but I don't believe there's any benefit whatsoever to drinking the alcohol. But let's say that for me, and again, not for everybody, but for me, if I was able to see an animation of that drink, or if I sat down at a bar and I asked a bartender to serve that special drink, and it comes out with the specific bottle that I requested, and it pours it into a... See, the glasses are even 3D modeled with alcohol. We've seen animations of those drink scenarios, whatever you want to call them, happen. Then it would give me a reason to pick up all the alcohol. Otherwise, I just pick up the alcohol and maybe sell it. That's sort of what I'll do. Alright, I think I've picked up everything in here. I'm looking for the white loot icons. Alright. Let's go look behind the bar. Nothing behind the bar. I like how when I run, B will put the blade back behind. Makes it look like you're a ninja. Jump down, swipe. Cha. See, look. Destructible environments. Destructible environments. Destructible environments. I don't know why people don't keep saying that the world isn't destructible. Alright. I have not been in here yet. It's probably a different way I could have come in.
What's going on? That bad, huh?
Alright, so I'm going to have to go down and get this E9 and over to the 1C. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, I haven't done anything with the... Is there another guy over here that's not doing anything? Has he been sitting there the whole time? Is he stuck? Oh. Need to unmark him. Yeah, you're dead. Bunch O loot, which to me is essentially just money. It's eddies. There's a ton of eddies in here. Does anybody like me, sometimes when completing an area, go and clean up after yourself? I find myself doing this. And again, it gives you stealth, so don't think that it's worthless. It's the one thing that I found that I enjoy doing in the game. That actually gives me a benefit. I'll clean up the bodies. I mean, obviously there's a mess that happens here, and I think the game will just fix all this after I leave. But I'll dump bodies in here, and you see how I get 108 stealth for it. But I'll find myself doing that a lot. Now here, if I had my double jump ability, I could go and jump, double jump up there. But I don't have that perk just yet. Alright, so let's do this van thing.
Who's they?
Netwatch. They always out to punk us.
Okay, so what's on me to do?
You must reach the agent. Easy now to find him. Look at the map. He is in cinema.
Step away now. This isn't your fight.
Matt,
What? Proceed, what?
come. Push them. They run and know you are here. Hunt him.
Okay, so what do I do once I find him?
I will tell you.
Alright.
The agent man tries to cut you off. There is a gate behind the camionet. I will open it. Okay, now to the second floor, the cinema.
Picking up loot. Increasing my crafting. Alright, so we're going to do hammer versus hammer. I wish you could, from here, choose what inventory you want. Like, I hold the triangle button, and it brings up my weapon wheel. I'd like to then possibly hold the or the X button, or whatever it is your selection button is. I guess for the Xbox it would be the A button, and for maybe the PC it's an X. Whatever your select button is, to then give the ability to go into the weapon wheel and then hold down a button. Maybe it's like the left and right bumper buttons or something like that. And then it bring up your available weapons so you can kind of change on the fly. So right now you have to go into your inventory and change things. But I want to take this guy right here. It's 317 versus 202. Oh, well, this one does 321. And it's got a bunch of extra stuff. Well, then I guess that's going to be my weapon of choice. Alright, let's. I always change my clothes for what I currently have in my inventory, regardless of what it is. As long as it's better, I'll probably opt out of this versus maybe just glasses. I usually not do those things that cover up V's face. Again, it's a fairly good look. If I took this off right now and I changed the pants, it'd probably start looking a little silly. But it's actually not bad. Okay, that's actually not bad at all. Sometimes you get those combinations that are just like kind of cringe-worthy. So far, so good though. I can sell or scrap all this other stuff. I think that's what I'll do. I'll scrap. I have to wait till I'm level 22 for that. Alright, so let's... Should we do some scrapping? Wish I could select multiple and scrap all at once. So I'll disassemble all this other stuff. Get some resources. I usually sell this stuff. Alright, so that's got a mod in it. Footloose increases evasion. It's going to reduce his damage from negative status, increases armor by 16. That's probably what I'm going to take. Increases damage against enemies with moderate and high threat levels by 5%. Increases movement speed by 10. I think I'm going to do this guy. And then I'll keep some of this. Anything that's not filled, none of these other ones have spots. Alright, I can scrap the, I'll keep those. Scrap that. One thing I do like going from the PlayStation 4 to the PlayStation 5 is scrapping, selling, moving items is so much faster. It took so long to move things in the PlayStation 4 just because I guess the write speed or something was so slow. But like now I'm able to move things, disassemble things. It's not a bad look. But again, I usually change my weapons and everything pretty regularly, so I need a different shotgun. There's nothing else that is higher. Probably sell these for money. Alright, any different assault rifle? No. Let's check pistols real quick. Alright, so let's take this pistol, and is there any better pistols? No. Let's do a scrap. I've been selling quite regularly. I just want to make sure I don't scrap things that I'm holding. Alright, so we'll scrap all this other stuff. Yeah, we definitely need to be able to select multiple to scrap, but it is still faster on the next-gen consoles. I keep that one. See, I've got this like epic one. I need to go put that in my store or my cache back in my hotel. I'm keeping these three. And a machete. When do I need? When can I get that? Level 22. All right, and then we're equipping that. This one has a spot that I can put no mods available. Alright, I think we're good. Let's level up. We're going to do body, annihilation, increases crit chance of shotguns, and light street brawler. I can probably put some stuff in street brawler. Let's see here. Increases damage with combo attacks with blunt weapons by 30%. That is a blunt weapon, right? Iconic rare one-handed club. Okay, so this is a blunt weapon. May not be lethal, but your enemies will wish it was. Alright, and then is that hammer a blunt weapon? Yeah, it's a blunt weapon. It's a blade. Alright, blunt weapons. I guess they're anything that's mostly melee. Alright, so back over to character, body, street brawler. Going to increases damage from combo attacks with blunt weapons. Increases armor while blocking with a blunt weapon. So attacks with a blunt weapon generates 3% health. Oh, really? All attacks with blunt weapons have a 5% chance to apply stun. So let's do that. And then reduces the stamina cost of all attacks with blunt weapons by 25%. Yes. Alright, so I'm going to be a shotgun melee guy. Oh wait, I had one more perk. Or attribute points. Let's increase body. Yeah, we're going to focus on body. Alright, let's take Sasquatch out. And we're also going to save here. Just in case I die, I don't have to go back through and do what I just did all over again. Wonder if I can get up behind her first. I know there's other stuff around here I can pick up. Beating her with her own hammer. Oh, I'm getting breached. I think this will happen no matter what.
Seed? What's going on?
Let them try to scramble it. Keep focus. Ahead. But I cannot go for long. It seems somewhere with Alpha Animal. Deal with it.
Down with your own weapon.
I think she's had enough.
Now I know that I could take her out, but I think I'll leave her. Yeah, and then for those people that think that combat environments aren't destructible, there you go. There you go. Things are destructible. Let's pick up some of this loot. I'm hoping in the next gen update, the resolution for these posters are increased because they're very pixelated. And yes, I would like to have a more clear picture of this. Alright, so this is the net watch encounter. Kill this guy. I like the little western that's going on here.
Invade him. We need access to their data. Clear? You must first.
Proceed?
I don't know what movie this is from. It's a Marlon Brando movie. Every time I see a western of any kind, all I can think about doing is going to play Red Dead Redemption 2. Anybody else like that? Like, I'm a big board game player, and I've been backing a lot of Kickstarters. I back a lot of Cool Mini or Nots board games, and they did a zombie side. I think it's Undead or Alive. And while backing that game, and I probably backed that game because of Red Dead Redemption 2. Like, these things just reinforce themselves for me. They influence my decisions and my desire to play specific games. Like, if I watch a Cyberpunk-esque movie or animation, like Ghost in the Shell primarily, it's like, oh, I want to go play Cyberpunk. Watch a Western. Oh, I want to go play Red Dead Redemption 2. Oh, I played Red Dead Redemption 2. Oh, I want to go play a Western board game. CD Projekt Red. What the heck is going on here? Nobody can sit in this aisle, or in this aisle, or in this aisle. Definitely not that aisle. Maybe this aisle. Maybe that aisle. Definitely this aisle. Like, this, the seating here is just horrible, and I don't know why. I think it's maybe because they didn't push them back as far as some of these other ones. Like, nobody's going to be able to get back in there. It's a weird squeeze. Like, they're even, I don't know. It just seems weird.
Hey, easy.
What did you do?
Well, now we can talk in private. Just severed the connection to the rest of Pacifica. Gives us a little time. Let's go. And
You talk too much.
Yeah, like you can go in, shoot the guy right away. You can go in and do what I just did. You can go in and negotiate with the guy. Like this has various outcomes, which is good. And totally fried him.
What happened?
What do you think? Boobies were blowing smoke. You got duped. Made you their goddamn kamikaze drone. Guess that's your reward for lending him a hand.
Could have been that watch flatline me. VDBs might not even know I survived.
Right, then Placide's face ought to light up like a Christmas tree when you show up alive. Come on, let's head to Batty's and get this shit settled for good. Grumpy motherfucker. Hope he likes surprises.
So this is probably one of the other better kind of interactions, player choice that the game provides us, because there are various outcomes. If I can pick up this stuff, overture, junk, consumable. Because I can do what I just did. I can go in and just shoot him and not get fried. I can. I don't know if I can go in and shoot him. I think maybe it takes my weapon away. I'd have to play that one again. I can negotiate with him, all that kind of good stuff. So this is one of the game's missions that do give you some freedom of choice. Today agent deliverable, which binary. Stuff I can read. Again, I'm saving some of this. I do enjoy the reading, but I am going to play through the game again when the next gen update comes, and I'm saving the Street Kid run for that. I have not played Street Kid yet. I've played multiple Corpo, multiple Nomads. I have yet to play. I definitely want to put Bully. I want to put Bully in. Let's see what I got here. Definitely matches, but it clips. CDPR did a good job with most of the clothing not clipping, but there are moments to where it does not do a very good job of preventing clipping. All right, nothing I can add to that. Yeah, I'm definitely going to that just looks fun. All right, everything else is out. I've got those loaded. I do need a different cyber deck. This cyber deck doesn't give me much choice. Let's level it up. Go into body. Annihilation. Defeating an enemy increases movement speed by 10% for 10 seconds. Increases crit chance with shotguns and light machine guns. More damage to moving targets. Let's do this guy. So now we're 45%. Burn. Movement speed increases for 10 seconds. Alright, anyway. thing I haven't done in the game is collect all the legendary epic weapons to fill out V's cache in the apartment. It's definitely something I need to do. But sometimes those legendary weapons are a one-time. If you miss it, if you miss the opportunity for it, it's not coming again. Junking and scrapping. I think there's a point where when I clear out an area, civilians will start to populate again. And if it's an area that gets taken over by police, I think they start scanning the area more. There's a bunch of loot still down there. So I can tell that these are animals here based on their care package that they left behind. Definitely a lot of money. I'm hoping within the next month and a half they release the next gen update. I'm probably thinking like October, November, December. DLC and maybe some DLC. Expansions aren't coming until next year. But I'm going on some business travel. I'm not taking PS5 with me. I'm going to take my Switch. But hopefully when I get back from... Anyway, I hope that when I get back from that trip, the game might have some extra stuff in it. Again, I'm going to be thinking about this game when I'm gone. I have just moved into Night City. I am a long resident. Occupying V, I'm living vicariously through V. I definitely moved in and enjoy revisiting characters, locations, learning new things, finding new things. Yes, I wish there was more activities. Hopefully that's something that's coming. Poor mall didn't get to see its heyday.
Fuck. Il vivant. You wish to talk to Placide? Is that what you want? Because I can take you.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever gone with these guys.
Rentrez.
I don't think I've ever gone with them. I don't know what happens. Maybe I shouldn't be going with them. Maybe I'm going to get tied up now. I actually haven't. I usually go on my own. Alright, let's see how long I've been streaming. Alright, we're approaching an hour, about 54 minutes in. I'll go ahead and complete this mission and then call it. I'm pissed off at Placide.
I thought you dead.
What the hell happened?
We lose the link. That was not our plan.
Saw
There's
you zeroing
Brigitte.
tags. Don't tell me you didn't know what was going on. Don't tell me I didn't see what I saw.
You walk into war zone. You got hit. It is that simple. I had to free my people.
One thing I do like the game does is characters that you're about to meet are often in the background. And you'll kind of see them respond to how you're talking to their people as well.
Brigitte, want to talk to her.
Well, now you talk with me.
I did the job. That was our deal. You and me, our biz is done.
There she comes.
Say, we must head under. This is not over. Netwatch will return.
I hope you will not lead him to the pit. He is nothing special. You see these times.
I saw them. Soti konya, vetut mun soti.
You must be Brigitte. Hard woman to find.
You have something for me.
You know about the biochip, don't you?
Yes, and we must check its condition.
How much you know from my scans?
More than Placide,
You recognize the biochip because you were looking for it.
We must examine it. We reach that by
Is that my... Is that... Hold on. Hold on. Is that my actual scan? Turn off depth of field. You see V in there anywhere? Let's see if we can get a little bit closer. I think if I jump over here, squat down, should be able to get a little bit closer to it. Come on. I think maybe I have to be down on the ground. Do it this way. Yeah, I wish it was a free camera. And unfortunately, it is not a free camera. All right, let's see here. All right, tell me if we can see V on this one. CT, I mean, it looks like it could possibly be a male body. So I wonder if I'm a female body, if I'll get a female CT scan. It does say male, so that's sort of at the right side of the screen, directly beneath the right side, about middle, it says male, female, and female, and male is highlighted. I don't see anywhere where it has name. It has the chip though. Can't see anything else, but I'm going to look at that again. I'm going to do a quick screen grab there. And I'm going to look at that when I'm a female again. It's like these little bits of detail are what CDPR has done well with the game.
Placide and we never quite saw eye to eye. Don't like being kept in the dark. And I swear, if I hear any more moody fucking mumbling, which reminds me, just what the fuck is a ramming?
I will explain all. First, we must verify the biochip is in good condition. If yes, we will offer a fair price for it.
Access is all yours. Want this thing out of my head ASAP.
Oh.
And nothing but problems ever since Konpeki. Haven't found a single soul capable of getting this thing out of me without scrambling my brain. You commissioned the heist, so I figured you must know something. You've got it.
How do you know all this? How did you find us?
Listen, can you help me or not?
Yes, of course, but not here. We will go to the crypt, where you must give us access to the chip. Once we have the data we need, we will do our best to help you.
Then, after you.
I don't know why it cuts away. Why I don't just walk with her. And there is a reason, I think, is because you cannot go back into this area I'm about to go to.
You guys sure seem to love this place. But honestly, you don't give off a strong religious vibe.
We left our gods on Haiti, yet we are strong here without them. This way.
So how come Placide didn't know about the biochip? He didn't recognize it in the scans.
Few of our people know about Konpeki Tower. But Placide, he is your bête de bas.
Where we going?
Soon you will see.
I think I'm going to side with the Voodoo Boys on this run. Or at least try not to piss them off. I've seen a couple of times to where V will do that, cough, and then, like,
This way.
there's blood in V's hand, but there doesn't really look like there's blood in V's hand.
Watcher did not notice the biochip in you. Strange.
Decal doesn't seem to register.
Good. It would complicate our work.
This an old subway tunnel?
No, part of the transcontinental maglev system. When all states were connected. Like the net, it too crumbled after the war.
This is why the railway system isn't working.
Bon. We take you into the cyberspace. No better place for you to interact with the construct.
Okay, hang on. I want to know what you need Silverhand for first.
We wish to contact Alt Cunningham. We know she and Silverhand were close.
Alt?
The relic which Arasaka held close. It is our only lead.
Alt Cunningham. Heard of her?
Oh. Where? From whom?
What's your plan to contact Alt?
We try to cut out a unique piece of Silverhand's engram from the biochip. Alt will know it. If something of the human is left after years beyond the black wall, she will answer.
Well, what? You said nothing about breaking through the black wall.
Well, now you know. Here.
Connection stable.
Johnny, looks like you're the bait. You okay with that?
Yeah, whatever. Just do what she says.
Let's do this.
I don't know why I don't get into like a different suit or something. Or just strip down.
Il paraît.
Allez, plongez.
See, if I can switch to this without a loading screen, there's a point where you initially, before Johnny comes in, you have that mission with Rogue when she's young and he's young and he was still in the band with the samurai. And then there's just a bunch of little loading screen segments before you do a small little other playable segment to be led by another loading screen. Like I was able to get into this section and there was no loading screen. I don't understand why they can manage this without a loading screen. Because I went straight from being inside the tub to straight to here, no loading screen. And I'm completely in like a different area. I mean, other than it just being sort of this dot matrix version of where I was just at. It's still a different area.
Where are we?
Yes, data fortress. Bridge to the deep net.
So, what now?
We can begin. All is ready. We enhance your link to Silverhand's neural network for a short time to grab the fragment. We must find the data on Alt. Alt alone. This should only take...
See?
I think I might have, oh. See, that was me loading. See, I'm in a completely different area. No loading times. I can't, like, detach the camera to look around or take pictures. Now I go into the loading screen. It's like their decision for when loading screens happen is well beyond my understanding. Hopefully the next gen update removes all that.
We'll never fade away!
Johnny! The fuck, Holmes? Out of line! Way out! What next? Where are you gonna take it? Gonna drag a corporal rat on stage? Make him kneel? Douse him with gas and light him up?
Come on, come here!
Alright, my adoring fans, thank you for watching this video. I'm going to end it here for obvious reasons because I'm about to have an encounter with Alt that I can't put on video. And I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate those that stop by while I'm doing the live streams. I'm going to be doing a lot more with Cyberpunk. I keep coming back to this game so many times. I'm enjoying it, even with its shortcomings. And again, watching some of the team like Pablo continue to play and continue to talk about how they're working hard on it is telling me that we're about to get some updates to the game and continued appreciation for this baby that they've brought into the world. I don't think that they're going to abandon it. Let's see if I can get a picture with this character here. Doesn't look like I'm going to be able to get the camera around there. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to get my camera back around it where it looks like it's in the hand. Maybe if I was over here. Anyway, if you haven't already, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you're notified when I do go live. I'm more of a discussion type of player, so I'll talk through most of my playthrough. If you want to watch quiet playthroughs, you can go watch some Twitch streamers that sit and play and don't talk too much at all, but not all of them. So I'll check you guys on the next video, and if do me a favor, go one step further and jump down and actually leave a comment in the comment section, and I'll answer those questions, and then come back by when I'm live and we'll discuss. All right, check you on the next video. Bye.